I feel like a man has to give a woman money just because he having sex with her. No, and don't. Because why? Why? We already both want to have sex with each other, so why we just can't have sex? Why I need to give you some in order for me to have sex with you? Why you be trying to use your pussy as leverage? Like, just fuck him. Like, if you want to fuck, just fuck him. He don't have to be doing nothing for you to get good dick. You be missing out on good dick because you out here trying to be a prostitute and shit. Like, just fuck the man and be done with it. Like, I just don't understand it. If he's that type of guy, he gonna make sure you straight regardless. Anybody who he gonna make sure they straight. So if you need to be looking for them type of guys, stop trying to be in the cause he got money. I'ma get some money out of him, but he gotta he gotta be doing this for me. He gotta be doing that for me. So that shit dead. Cause guess what? It's too many bitches out here. They got their own shit that's just ready to just vibe. They just want to vibe. They ain't looking for nothing from him. They just chilling, enjoying each other company, and they do what they do. And yeah, he out here making sure she's straight because she didn't come off to him like he gotta pay for some shit she already wanted to give him any motherfucking way. Like, I don't know. You be weird. Just weird. I don't know.
Tell us the truth!
Hey, TikTok. You know, it's crazy because I joke a lot about being single and, you know.
You know, being single is fun in your 20s and 30s. But in your 40s, it's not even the concept of being single. It's legacy building. You know what I'm saying? Like even now, man, in my 40s, man, I'm not really concerned about, I don't look at life and say I'm single, but I have limited my interaction with women to women that I can see playing a role in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't, man, gone out of days where I never was one just to run down a whole bunch of women and do all that, but I was one who was in a situation where I was like, okay, I know there's a certain line I'm not crossing because, you know, I'm building. I got to do what I got to do. And then, you know, at some point, you just feel like you're too young, man, to not be able to have the freedom to move how you want to move. And you can still do that if you have a woman, but you don't want to do that if you have a woman because you want to maintain a level of peace. So once you cross over into that relationship thing, man, it changes the way that you must govern the situation. Not that you got to do what the woman says, but as a leader, you have to lead a situation with other people involved differently than you lead a situation with only yourself. And here we're going to listen to a woman that talks about this from a female perspective. And I'm just going to be honest with you. She's only 46. There aren't many men who are going to be looking for a 46-year-old woman to marry. You know what I'm saying? Especially if she's spent her younger years, you know, in her 3 or 4 phase. There are many women will marry a 46-year-old man who has his stuff together.
I laugh it off. But I'm 46 years old. And while I'm getting ready for surgery and everything.
There it is. She's getting ready for surgery. See, the reality of life, and it's probably a surgery that's got something to do with her age. You understand what I'm saying? As we all get older, we don't take care of ourselves. We just become more at risk for certain things that affect us as we get older. And here she is in a vulnerable situation where it will be good to have someone there with her to kiss her before she goes in, to tell her everything is going to be all right, to tell her, I got you, baby girl, to tell her, no, don't worry about it, baby. We're going to make it through this. It's different when you are with your family and having someone to be intimate with, to love on you, to make love to. And here's a woman who doesn't have that thing, the thing that intimacy brings that you can't get from your family.
It dawned on me. Hold on. I'm sorry.
It's rough.
It dawned on me that I'm 46 years old and I don't have a husband to take care of me. I don't have a husband to help me get ready. I'm 46 years old and I still need my mama to take care of me post-op. I still need my sister, which whether I had a husband or not, they would be there. It sucks. Being single and 46 sucks.
That's what happens when you live the immature life of the 3 or 4 phase. You never fully mature into a woman. And when you come out of that phase, you're just an older version of the young girl you used to be. Haven't you met a woman, man, who's 25, 30 years old and still got the same mindset she had, man, when she graduated from high school? Still got a freshman college mindset, still doing things the same way, still bad with money, still blowing money, still not paying her bills, still focused more on her physical appearance than she is on anything else, and but not getting anything out of it. That's why I tell you, man, I respect a active 3 or 4 on the blade than I respect a woman who's out here living the same life and struggling. If you're gonna live that life, you're gonna be in your 3 or 4 phase, why don't you get paid for it? Now, I also want you to understand that this is a non-black woman. And although you may hear some black women say this, you're not gonna hear this type of passion. You're not gonna see this type of regret. They're going to talk about it because it's a great talking point. It gets views. It gets people talking, but not about the topic, talking about them. This woman is regretful about it. She sees the error in her ways. So I tell you, don't worry about a woman's words, worry about her actions. Her action says she regrets it. She sees the mistake that she made, the error that she made in living her life that way.
That's it. It just sucks. And I'm fucking tired. And I make jokes about the fucking buffoons that I have been encountering in dating. But in reality, this is my reality. This is my reality. This is my reality, and those stories are the shit that's available, because all the good men have gotten married in their 20s and 30s because they're good men.
Now, that's not necessarily true. They get married in their 20s and 30s, but all good men are holding out for a woman who fits into the position of wife. See, many good men have wives already. That's why the pickings for wives are so slim. The same way the pickings for husbands are so slim. But unfortunately for her at this age, she has an uphill battle to be the one that's chosen to be somebody's wife. And that's really what she's crying about. She's not crying and emotional because she doesn't have a husband and ding, oh, I need to get a husband now. No, she's thinking about that. She's thinking about all the guys that she could have married in her 20s and 30s. And she turned them down because she wasn't ready to settle down. She wanted to stay in her 3 or 4 phase. She wanted to keep living the free life that this society perpetuates to women. It's the life you are to live. Just did a video earlier, man, about a week ago, with the actress and comedian Monique checking and disagreeing with Judge Lynn Toler and Tracy Ellis Ross about their foolishness and their outlook about, yeah, waste your 20s and your 20s on your 3 or 4 phase. Yep. And then you end up like this woman right here, or you end up like Tracy Ellis Ross, or you end up like Judge Lynn Toler. You end up like these women who can't keep a man. You end up like Neo's wife, or you end up like Exhibit's wife. You end up like these women who have got into a situation and now they're trying to grab a man's resources because they know that they're out of time. A woman is either going to ride her 3 or 4 phase all the way into her 40s or 50s, or she's going to ride him into her 30s or mid 30s, meet a man, stay with him long enough to extract his resources, and then she's going to move on with her life. But that's why they're so adamant about getting those resources. Let's get back into it.
I'm not blaming it all on men, because women are shit. They've batshit crazy too. So, but this is my reality, not anybody else's.
Here's what I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to remember that in this society, being the way this woman was in her 20s and 30s is perpetuated. That's why people say, man, Laura Harvey, she didn't want to get married to Michael B. Jordan. But that's her prime time. In 10 years, Michael B. Jordan ain't gonna even want to marry her. See, here's what these women understand. Here's what they don't understand. They listen to these older women who unlike this woman, lie about being happily single in their 50s and 60s. They are not. Vivica Fox is the prime example of that. She is the one woman we see who cannot hold back on the fact that she is upset and she is mad that men didn't marry her. Well, guess what? You didn't want to live that life. You were Miss Independent all of this time. Still talking that same talk. You look at Lisa Ray, still talking that same talk. Well, man got to take care of me. No man's finna take care of you at this age. A man who gets with you at this age ain't got no money. He needs you to take care of him. So what happens is she's taking the men and dealing with the men that she has access to, the men who aren't millionaires, the men who don't have long money like that. And she wants that man to come in and take care of her when she got more money. He can't afford to take care of your lifestyle. So here's what you do. You either, when you're young, you make yourself accessible to a man who wants you at that age, and a man who can, you can live the life that a woman would want to live, or you can wait until you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and you can find a man, and the man that you want, you're going to have to take care of him. You're going to have to break bread, or you're going to be by yourself. That's just what it is. That's just how it's the same thing for a man. You get in your, that's why I tell you, young men, focus on getting your money. You get into your 40s, 50, 60, and you ain't got no money, you ain't gonna get no woman. You ain't gonna get no woman, because the woman that's Lisa Ray age don't want you at that age, because you ain't got nothing, you ain't doing nothing, you ain't building nothing. And the younger woman, the only way you're gonna get the younger woman is because like you're the king of the world in her eyes. And if you ain't got nothing, you ain't gonna have nothing. That's why I tell you, man, don't just get to the money in your 20s and 30s. Figure out how to make the money grow. Figure out how to make the money work for you. Invest that money in something else, man. Take all your talents, man, and put them out there, man, and monetize everything you could do. Get you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 streams of income, man, and keep as many of those streams of income as you can. Because if not, as a man, you get in your 40s and 50s, man, and you ain't got nothing. You ain't making no moves. You ain't making no noise. You ain't doing nothing at all. You're gonna be just like this woman right here. The only difference is at that age, she can have her mama and her sisters. They're gonna always come look out for her. As a man at that age, not so much. And if you're broke, you can't afford a home health care aide, in-home nurse. You can't afford any of that. So the reality of the scenario is, man, take very good care of yourself. And remember, if you want to be a player, man, all the way into your 40s and 50s, I promise you, your options are gonna be limited. At some point, you got to grow out of being a player, because even in the NBA, the players retire and they become coaches. And in Michael Jordan's case, owners. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. And let me know if you believe that you can be a player all into your 40s, 50s, and 60s, because I'm going to be honest with you. There are no successful 50, 60, 70-year-old players. There are none. The same way there are no happily single 50, 60, 70-year-old women. It's a myth. And what do we do around here? We seek truth. We speak truth. Let me know your truth in the comments. Peace.